Hey, what's up everyone? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. On this video I want to show you why I'm using a mouse, T-Flight HOTAS 1 controller stick, and a Xbox controller. So basically I'm using 1, 2, 3 different types of a controller, and I want to explain to you why that is throughout this video. First thing you should do obviously is make sure that you calibrate your T-Flight HOTAS 1 flight stick. That's the rule number one. You want to make sure that the thruster is calibrated properly when you pushing it forward, backwards, so you got that nice adjustment of the speed. The second thing is your yoke. Using this as a rudder, turning left, turning right, there's a little screw underneath that you can adjust. It's right there underneath, and you can adjust that to make it a lighter yoke so it's not too hard. And you're gonna say, why is that important? Well, so when you are twisting left on the rudder when you are on the ground, and twisting right when you are on the ground, taxiing out, it's gonna be more smoother and better. Same thing when you are flying. Pulling up, nose down is gonna feel more accurate. But first you have to calibrate, so let's jump into the calibration process. So use your mouse. Yes, you can use a mouse with the Xbox Series X or Series S. Click on the options, and under the options, click to the control options, and from here click on your T-Flight HOTAS or HOTAS 1. I already did. You see it highlighted, T-Flight HOTAS 1. Click on your sensitivity. There's your sensitivity. Now this is the important part right here, sensitivity. You can see right over here that on my joystick L axis 4, which is me turning right, you see my controller turning right, turning left, that's your axis for turning right degree, left degree, right degree, left degree. And what I decided to do, I decided to keep the sensitivity at minus 34, and it seems to work for me. You see how smooth that is? And light here, left, right. Sorry for my camera zooming in and out. It's the focus. Nothing I can do about that. Left and right. But you can see the line, the curvature line going perfectly left, perfectly right, very smoothly. And that's what you want. Now this is your axis for going left and right. The second thing is obviously your nose up, nose down. See, this is going nose up, and this is going nose down. Nose up, nose down. And I selected pretty much the same thing, just a slightly little bit more. One click to minus 35 instead of 34, because I felt that's the sweet spot. Here, 35. I don't know if you guys can see it. 35. I'll bring it closer. So your axis 3, it's 35 minus, and your axis 4, it's 34 minus. Okay. Now the thruster, we're gonna turn on the light over here. Your thruster, which is right over here, it's going to be a little bit different. Minus 38 sensitivity, minus, and plus sensitivity is going to be minus 44. and you will see reason why. Here, I'll show you. Look at that line over there. See how smooth it is when I'm adjusting the thruster. You see that line? When I'm moving the thruster backwards and when I'm moving it forward. This is going to give me a really nice, smooth acceleration. So that way I don't overspeed, and I can keep a consistent speed when I'm out in the sky. I'm giving you these combinations because I really want you to take this flight simulator seriously and enjoy like a real good flight if you choose to do so. So it's basically sensitivity minus is 38 minus, and sensitivity plus it's minus 44. That's for your joystick axis 1, and your axis 3 and axis 4 it's minus sensitivity 35 for the plus, and then on the other number 4 it's minus 34 minus for minus, and plus minus 34. Here, I'll keep it like this, and you guys go ahead and pause the video. Hey, take the snapshot from this and make sure you write this down. Pause the video and write it down. Don't forget to save these settings. I hope you guys took the photo, paused the video, and wrote this down. Let's continue. Alright, so the next step is going to be your mouse. We're going to talk about the mouse. So your mouse is going to be right over here. Right over there. We're going to turn off the light. Your mouse profile is right here. You click on the mouse. And you click the sensitivity. For the mouse sensitivity, I left it at 35%. And 35%, it's really smooth. Here, I'll show it to you. Right here. Right here. 35% is just the right amount. So keep it at 35%. Because you want that mouse for touching those instruments and looking at the camera left and right and zooming in, zooming out. You will want that. So leave the mouse sensitivity at 35. And then click down OK. And I know you guys are going to ask, well, why do you need this? Why do you need a controller? Why do you need the Xbox Series X controller? You already have the T-Flight HOTAS flight stick and the mouse. Why do you need this? Well, you're going to need this to position your camera with the mouse. While you're holding the mouse, you're going to need to use this to position your camera left, right, center, inside a cockpit. And I'll show it to you what I mean. So let's do a discovery flight, one of the discovery flights really quick, and let me show you what I mean. So I'm gonna use one of the discovery flights. We'll go with Giza, Egypt, and we click fly, and I'll show you what I mean. Here we go. So I'm gonna turn my light on. We're gonna focus on the controller and the mouse and the Xbox controller as well. Alright, so here we go. You use the mouse, click ready to fly. Alright, first and foremost, you can see already how smooth that experience is with the flight stick when it's being calibrated properly. Right, you can see it right there. Also, you can see how well the thruster is working, adjusting that mixture and speed. See? But now you're gonna ask, why you need a mouse for? Well, here's why. I can easily use a mouse, as I'm doing right now, to zoom in and select my instruments. I can easily adjust my frequencies. I can adjust my altitude, attitude. I can easily touch any of my instruments here, and I can do that efficiently. But you're gonna say, all right, you have a mouse, we get it, we understand. You can zoom in, turn left and right. You're using a mouse, we understand that. But what about this controller? Why do you need this Xbox controller? Well, here's the reason why you want this Xbox controller. It's to position yourself left, right, and center. All you have to do is hold the mouse. Here, I'll have to bring a tripod to show you this. Okay, so here you see my mouse. I'm gonna click my mouse, right button, and then I'm gonna use the left thumbstick to move. See, now I can freely move. I can freely move in any direction I want, to adjust the direction that I want with the left thumbstick and a mouse. And you do this by holding the right button on the mouse. You click on it, and then you use the left thumbstick, and you move around freely. Center, left, right, up and down. You can use the right triggers and go up and down as well. Here, let me show you with the right trigger. You hold the right mouse, you can go up. Or you can use the left trigger, hold the mouse, and go down. So that's why you want to use the controller, Xbox controller. And now you got a full experience. Now you can position your camera any which way you want. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can sit closer to the instruments. You can sit in the center, sit to the left, sit to the right. You can zoom in, zoom out. It's just a better experience. So I hope that this gives you some idea why I'm using my setup the way I'm using my setup. You know, so take those calibrations for T-Flight HOTAS 1. Take the calibrations for the mouse and use the controller. So basically, you're gonna need to use all three of these to truly have that beautiful experience. And trust me, when you have those three, including a mouse, Xbox controller, and a Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS 1, and you do all of these steps that I showed you today on the video, you're gonna be thankful. You're gonna be like saying, "Oh my God, this is so much better now. This is so much easier," especially if you want to do a real Boeing 737 or 747 or 832 Airbus, 8320 Airbus. You want the cold start, you want to taxi out, you want to do that long flight, a real long flight, you're gonna want this. So this is what I recommend. Now, is this necessary? Do you need to do all of this? No, you don't. You can just use a controller and have fun doing that. But believe me, this is more feasible. This setup here, it is more feasible, and that's why I recommend you guys using this setup. So I hope that this 15 minutes of tutorial helps you, or at least gives you some idea why I choose to use this kind of a setup. Okay, it's not necessary, but it's up to you guys. You know, this is what I'm recommending. obviously, once you get your Turtle Beach Velocity comprehensive, expensive $350 yoke controller and instrument setup, then obviously you're not going to be needing any of this, you know. But in meantime, I think this is a feasible, very cheap entry-level way for you to have a more comfortable flying. Well, there you go, guys. I hope this video helps, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.